All right, hello everyone. Welcome to the Apixal Weekly Live Show. I'm E.T.
I'm Haley.
And I'm Jose.
And yeah, so we're back. As we know, every week we come in, talk about the game, talk about what we're working on, what's going on in Apixal land, Phoenix Dawn land.
Yeah.
So that's what we're here to do. So how was your week?
Busy.
Of course.
Yes, busy, aggravating. We're doing a lot of these things this week for the first time. So the rigging process, it's not my favorite to say the least. It is hard to kind of get the hang of just when you have to do it fast paced and
Yeah.
but I think we finally I got the rig done and it seems to be working all right. So I dived into animation this week.
Okay.
So just started on an idle animation. And I think more with that is just trying to find an idle animation that what's going to work with the character.
Uh-huh.
That's all I kept thinking is how do I see Phoenix? What would she do? What kind of personality does she have? Because I want to make sure that the animations really play to her personality and stuff.
Yeah.
So it was kind of tricky trying to figure out what direction to go with her and where to kind of start with that. But animation's going all right.
Yep.
So I just have a little basic at the very beginnings of an idle animation. So
All right.
that's going, at least rigging's out of the way. And that's the best part, getting that done. And
Good.
so
Mr. Ruiz, what are you working on?
Pretty much the same thing that Haley's working on. The rigging was very, very challenging for a Scorpion.
Yes.
I did not like that. But the good thing is we got it figured out together, and now I'm also moving on to the animation. So we'll see how the rest of this week goes.
Yes. And yeah, one of the things that we'll do later today too is we'll show what you're working on. We'll show what you're working on. And then obviously it's been a really busy week for me as well. The game right now it's chopped up. I'm like in the middle of adding like two big things. I'm in the middle of adding the inventory system, and I'm in the middle of creating a launcher / patching system, which is personally I believe is really important when we start testing it, because just making sure that the testers of the game have the most updated copy, that bug fixes can be delivered seamlessly is really good. So luckily, I mean, the stuff is going good. It's just right now it's like I'm in the middle of cooking a big dish, and it's messy. So
all your ingredients are spread out.
All my ingredients are spread out. I know where it's going. So, but no, the inventory system is coming along really well, and the patching system I think will be good. So part of the patching system, though, is also to create our first kind of like user database, so people can access the game. So I've just created a database on Amazon Web Services using something called RDS. Which is kind of a very modern database and very secure system for user accounts for people who want to play Apixal games. So those are going to be called Apixal passports. And so I'm going to finish up the connection with some of my software to this new database. And then within here shortly, I'll be sending out an invite once I create the sign-up form and stuff, so people can go ahead and start creating their Apixal passports and kind of opt in for beta testing, alpha testing, that kind of stuff. And then when we are ready to start issuing out builds, I can go in there and select the passports that are going to get access to that build. And then I know when bug reports are submitted, who they come from, all that kind of stuff. So that is a work in progress right now, and things are coming along really well there as well. So yes, what else do we have? I mean, there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes, a lot of stuff that we really can't talk about right now, but it has eaten up a lot of our time.
Yes.
It's good, and it's very much Apixal and Phoenix Dawn related.
Yes.
But it also requires a lot of patience.
Which I'm running thin on.
And just praying and hoping.
Yes. A lot of that.
So hopefully we'll have some good news, but we're not gonna smell the roses till the escrow closes. So we will let you all know updates on that.
Yeah.
So and I did finish the UI for the game, for the main menu. So I posted a screenshot there. So that's all worked out, ready to go. So we got some stuff going on there. So you want to kind of show what you're working on?
I guess.
All right. So I think we're doing you first, right? So you're working on. So on the demos that we've showed, we have this kind of weird, ugly demo guy, and Haley's job is to replace that with Phoenix. And
Right now, it's not much better than this weird, ugly demo guy, but
but you can show us. So let me get this set up so we can take a look and see what you are working on. Okay, are you ready, Haley?
I guess so.
Okay, here we go. We're gonna go to Haley's screen, and she's gonna show you what she's working on. All right, let's get rid of this Wirecast stuff. All right, my dear, let's trade spots. Actually, we all need to kind of do a little musical chair number. Yeah. There we go. All right.
All right. Let me get cinema pulled up. Here we go. So this is what I'm working on. Had to do some tweaks to my model from last time since it wasn't quite working with the rig. Oh. So just learning the process of what you need out of your model in order to get the rig to work right and stuff like that. So tweak the model a little bit to get that working. This is just the beginnings of the idle animation. So what I kind of thought about for Phoenix is trying to figure out what kind of personality she has. She's a 12-year-old girl, but if you've read the third act, she's adventurous. She's ready to go out. She's curious. She wants to go explore things. She's more tomboy. She's not a girly girl. She's ready to go. Yeah. So that's kind of how I pictured her idol. You're not going out and playing if you're just resting. She's not too happy. She's ready to go. She's anxious. She wants to start. So I just kind of gave her this impatient kind of look to begin with. Hands to the hips and just tapping that foot. Just get going. I'm ready to explore Mythe. I want to get out there and do this. So that is the basic idol I've come up with so far is just hurry up and start playing. Yeah.
Well, let's take a closer look. Let's see here. What am I doing? Where'd she go? There she is.
All right. You don't hand it over to her.
Will you hold down the Alt key?
Yep.
All right.
So she's just
look
impatient.
Look at that sass. Oh my gosh.
Hands to the hip. You got a little finger movement going on. So it's just hurry up and play the game. Yeah. She's ready to go.
Come on, send me somewhere. Yes. Let me destroy some creatures. So, okay.
I was thinking about later in the future when she gets more put together and stuff like that, some of the animation tweaks. She can do this for a little bit and then look back at you and be like, hey, kind of turn towards the camera and just kind of tell you, get going. Yeah. You got creatures to defeat and places to go see. Yeah, so that's kind of how I pictured her is just like, hurry up, we want to explore. So get playing.
That's good. Somebody's going to work with, but what a sassy Phoenix.
So yes, she's got some attitude. So.
She's got some. So let's go ahead and we'll switch back to, let's hit the pause button. We'll go ahead and cinema, files. Save, and we'll just quit that out. All right, and let's come back to us. All right, ready for another switcheroo? Actually, we need to switch or
not really. Jose's gonna be over there.
Okay, yeah. So now we're gonna switch to Jose, and what are you gonna be? Actually, because you're kind of far away from the mic, you're gonna be showing us this work in progress of our first creature. So. Yes, idle. Bergie's saying that he forgot about idle animation. So, and usually you have like a couple different kinds. And you've got maybe the foot tapping, the looking behind, and then I scripted in Unity to be able to kind of like go back and forth. So, yeah, she's like tapping her foot to a song. So maybe we can organize with our composer, and she can tap for a song. So now we're gonna jump over to Jose's screen, and we're gonna look at the beginnings of the rigging and modeling process for our desert scorpion type like creatures. So without further ado, let me make sure. Looks like audio is not going to be working, so we want to make sure that gets.
It's always me.
Yes, I know, but I think we're good. So now I've got it set up. So let's go ahead and look at Jose's progress on his creature. All right, Jose.
All right, we're gonna check the mic, make sure that it's working before.
Yes.
All right, so thank you guys for joining us today. Like Eric said, this is going to be one of our first creatures. Obviously, there's going to be some tweaking kind of to the tail end. We want the inspiration from a scorpion, but not an actual scorpion. So there's going to be some more tweaking kind of in the tail area. And Haley and I had talked about rigging basically these blue looking leg things, kind of in the claw area, the red, the yellow. Those are all of the bones basically for our creature to actually get it to move. So, showing you some of our animations with this guy. Go ahead and shut this off so you can get a clear look. Oops, sorry, let me turn that on. There we go.
So this is like an idle animation for the scorpion?
Correct. This is the idle animation for the scorpion. Nothing too crazy right now. He's just kind of relaxed in his own element.
Yeah, so what's we got moving? We got some claw action kind of happening here.
Got some claws opening and closing. Nothing too crazy. We got the mouth right here opening and closing. And then we just got kind of a tail wag. Again, there's going to be some changes to the tail, and this is a creature of mice, so obviously it's going to be a little bit different than kind of what you see out in the wild.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. So, okay. Oh, both claws. You got both claws.
Yep.
Nice.
So eventually with his attack pose, these claws are going to be raised. His tail is going to curl up, just to kind of give you an idea.
Now, talk about the attacks of this kind of creature. So we've got the... oh, yeah, that looks good.
So basically, when the creature's ready to attack, his claws are going to come up, and this area right here on the tail is purposely made flat. Basically, spoiler alert, if you don't want to hear kind of what this creature does, it's in the third act of the book. But basically, these scorpion-type creatures on mice, some of them actually shoot probes out of their tails, so that's why this is made flat. It's going to be similar to a cannon type thing, but it's going to shoot out multiple probes from the tail. So again, when he's ready to attack, this tail curls up and he's ready to go. So something that you don't want to see if you're roaming around on Mythe. He's just ready to get you.
If the tail starts coming up.
So now he's in attack mode, and we'll go ahead and work on these animations and stuff later this week. So.
Yeah. Awesome.
So yeah, that's pretty much the scorpion.
We're getting some scorpion stuff done, so we'll transition back to us here. La, 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 la. All right, making sure audio works. All right, good.
I don't really fit over here above the...
Where are you?
I'm a little
short.
Yeah.
So it's musical chairs.
I'm a little short behind the...
Yeah, so that's good because then here shortly I'll be able to take all these animations, start splicing them together, start having these things kind of behave, have an AI. So, yeah. And like I said, a lot of the stuff that we do is based off of Earth inspiration.
Yes.
And then that's where we were talking about earlier, there's a lot of iteration that happens. So, we'll go back and add detail to the model, add detail to the animations and things like that. Ouch, I'm glad that thing is fake. Thanks, Mom. Yeah, I created my mom a Twitch account last week so she could watch Haley play games. I don't know, maybe that wasn't such a good decision.
Now she's stalking us.
Yeah, now she's stalking us. Like, how would you feel if your mom was always watching you do live feeds? So, have some sympathy for us, but love you, Mom. Yeah. So, what else we got? So, we got that. Launcher patcher system is on its way. The apixal passport database is on its way. So I think things are going really well there. We've got about 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2
left.
weeks.
Oh gosh,
2 weeks left, and I really wish I could show you the game right now, but you would really judge me because it is such a mess right now. I don't want to have to explain my mess to you. But I also, one thing that you guys haven't seen, I did change the camera angle a little bit. Because the game will have possibly two different kinds of movement controls. A click to move, kind of like Diablo clicking on, which is what you guys have seen in the demos before this. The only problem I kind of thought about it logistically is the way that the camera was, the character covered up a lot of screen space. Yeah. And that's why it made it kind of weird to click. So basically what I did is I moved the camera a little bit more up. So it's not like this, it's more up. So you can see the ground better. So it's the click to move, I think now it feels a little bit more natural. Yeah. But then I know that you guys are, not you guys, but you are more like of an FPS person. So I think you prefer using either the WASD keys or the arrow keys for movement or something like that. Mm-hmm. So I don't think being able to switch back and forth whatever kind of movement control you like will be much of a big problem. So... Yeah, so I think, and then I added some interesting effects to the scene. So I added a depth of field filter to the camera, so things in the distance are blurred out. And I also added what's called a bloom effect, so it kind of gives that heat, type of sensing things. So once I added it, though, I could definitely, even on my nice computer, saw a performance hit. So those are kind of the two things that now I can add to the game options. Whether you can toggle those things off, like obviously high quality setting, you get depth of field, you get bloom.
Stuff.
Yeah, and then if it's not running so well on your computer, then you can turn those effects off. So we'll have some more option stuff in the game options too. So yes. All right. Well, anything else that we're missing that happened this week?
No, I mean, not really. Just
just
plugging
pinning
away.
our ears back, trying to get our creatures and stuff done for the demo.
Get our stuff done and praying for good news in the future. And
yeah. So we shall keep you all up to date.
Yes.
I'll get the Pixel Passport stuff set up. And it actually might not be a bad idea before we go public with the Pixel Passport. Is maybe on one of the future live feeds. That'll be kind of the first time that people can sign up for a Pixel Passports. And we can just do it on this live feed, so you guys can go there, create your own Pixel Passport, and just I can see if it's that information showing up in the database, if it's working on. So we can do like a live debugging together.
Woo,
how exciting.
Fun is that?
Yeah, we can debug the Pixel Passport
debug
database
with
together.
us.
Yeah. So that'll be fun. Maybe I'll warn you ahead of time if that's happening. So if you don't,
if you don't want to tune in for that.
yeah, so that's good. So after we end this live feed, I'm just going to make sure that database is connected and that kind of stuff. And then, just building a really quick, simple UI website, that just takes in, what you want your Pixel Passport name to be, that kind of stuff. So anyways. Yeah, so and then,
And I'll be doing another. I'll be doing another Pixel Gamer Girl. Last week I had to switch it. We had some family stuff come up, so unfortunately I had to switch the time last minute. But trying to get it, so Saturdays is going to be typically the day I do it. Still trying to figure out the best time. Have some stuff coming up in the evenings and everything these next couple weeks. So this Saturday is probably going to be Saturday afternoon. I was thinking maybe around 1 o'clock. And then with holidays coming up and stuff, it might have to be afternoons on Saturdays or something like that with holidays and family stuff coming up. So tune in for a Pixel Gamer Girl. It'll be this Saturday at 1 in the afternoon. You missed last one. It's fun. I killed so many of my guys. It was a rough go around. So hopefully this game will go better. And yeah.
For those of you who don't know, I would think most of the people here know. We started another kind of live show where, I was kind of harping on Haley that if she works for a video game company, she needs to play more video games. And both Jose and I felt that because Haley's inexperienced with video games, her reactions to things were kind of interesting to watch and that kind of stuff. So she just started playing StarCraft 2. You're in the campaign mode.
Yes.
Before Saturday, I need to show you some things, so.
No. That means I've been terrible.
Yeah. I think Per would agree with me even from the first one. I mean, not bad, but there's definitely some things I need to show you.
After the show, I was like thinking, I was a little out of sorts on Sunday too. And then after the game, I was like, oh, that was stupid. Come on.
She was so sad that she had lost all those players. She gave me updates on the stats. And
we had some technical difficulties.
So. It was a little rough go around. So.
It was, but
this week hopefully it'll be better. I guess I'll get some tips.
Get some tips.
Practice.
Yes, exactly. So, all right. So, Gamer Girl, you're thinking this Saturday 1 o'clock. Excellent. Yeah. And then I'm gonna get that database, the passport stuff set up. Can't wait for a Halloween game stream with a horror game or two.
Oh no.
We should do a Halloween. Yeah, maybe we should do.
So easy.
Bergiefoot, great suggestion.
Splatterhouse.
I was gonna say, if you have any horror game suggestions that Haley should play on the Pixel Gamer Girl, send it our way. That's a good idea because next Saturday is Halloween.
No.
No? Yes.
Well, yeah, next Saturday.
Next Saturday is Halloween.
This Saturday.
So this Saturday we can do StarCraft, but then if you do it on Halloween, the game has to be a horror game that you have to play. So yeah, if you guys have Alien Isolation, Five Nights at Freddy's. Okay, we got some good stuff.
None of those sound good.
So, okay, here's what we have to do. Think about those things, because then next week on our live feed, we'll vote and we'll figure out what horror game Haley's going to play for the first time for our Pixel Gamer Girl Halloween show.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
Guaranteed to die.
Oh, you need to dress up, too. Yeah. Yes. Okay, so she's dressing up. She's going to play a horror game. This is great. So this is exactly why we do the live feeds, because you guys have some really fantastic ideas. So
I'm done.
Can I have the
I'm done.
baby arm coming out of the stomach?
Oh, yeah. You can have the Yes. Awesome. Awesome stuff, you guys. So, yeah.
Always at my expense.
Always at your expense. So always a pleasure, guys. Things are on our end are going really well. And like I said, we are just like waiting to get everyone in and just getting feedback and building this. But we're very happy with where it's going. And yeah, hope you are too. So, all right, guys. Well, a pleasure, a treasure, a joy I cannot measure. And we'll see you next Wednesday, 5:00 live feed. And we're going to vote on what game Haley's playing, and we should think about costume ideas for that. And then this Saturday, 1:00, you'll be playing StarCraft 2, so come out and hang out. And then just get ready. Once Haley completes the campaign...
It might take a while.
We need to get multiplayer going. I know I want to definitely do... you're going to come in there. We got to get some multiplayer StarCraft action with the apixal team going on, so that is a must.
All right. On my team.
Right. All right, guys. Well, we'll see you. Hopefully, you'll see Haley on Saturday. You'll see us again next Wednesday. Then we'll have a little Halloween show next Saturday, and more game stuff coming here soon.
For the show at least?
No. You can. Yeah. No, I don't know. We'll talk about that. So, all right, guys. Have a great evening.
Bye,
as always.